excited to create a really cool, fun, bright version of a smoky eye using gray and violet tones. This is just a really fun look to create. It's the perfect party look, especially for the upcoming New Year's holiday or whenever you just want to go out and feel fabulous and create a really fun, bright take on a smoky eye. This look will look great on all eye colors, whether you have blue eyes, green eyes, or brown eyes. This complements really the skin tone and the complexion and also creates a really pretty luminous, bright effect around the eyes. So I hope that you enjoy this upcoming tutorial. Stay tuned.
The first product that I'm starting with is Honest Beauty's Everything Primer, and I'm just going to apply a nice light layer before I actually eventually get into my complexion products. This is going to nicely dry down, and then I'm going to start with my brows. Once again, also using Honest Beauty. This is their brow filling pencil in dark blonde. The first step is to brush the brows up and groom them with a spoolie end of the filler, and then I'm going simply into the brows and creating some shape and definition with the actual filler pencil side. Adding a little bit more on the outer edge. And then, as the next step to my brows, it takes a village sometimes, I'm using my, let's see, this one is Crown Brush. It's my C470 flat eyeliner brush, and I'm using that with Peak Beauty's Brow Henna Powder in brunette, I believe. I'll keep everything down in the description box below so you guys could see exactly what I'm using. And then I'm just filling in and kind of filling in any kind of harsh edges and empty spaces and gaps so that the brow looks more complete. And then I'm going in with my Rouge Bunny Rouge Brow Groomer brush and just softly defining and moving and pushing out any kind of dark powder that's left over. Okay, on to my other favorite palette, my Honest Beauty Everything palette. I'm taking my Rouge Bunny Rouge Large Shader 003 brush, and I'm going into the pewter shade, which is a pewter shimmer, and I'm applying it to the outer 1/3 of my eye and just blending and focusing the color there and creating kind of like a soft contour on the outer edge in a V-like motion. Now I'm going with the deeper shade. The deeper shade is Charcoal Shimmer in the same palette, and I'm going ahead and using my Crown Brush C433 Pro Blending Fluff, and I'm just kind of tapping and patting just a little bit more definition and intensity there, creating a V in the outer edge corner of my eye, blending into that lighter pewter shade. Now I'm going back into actually both shades, and I'm using my Rouge Bunny Rouge Mini Shader 005 brush, and I'm going to smudge that color combination along the lower half of my lashes. This is going to tie in nicely to the top lid, and also too it's going to continuously kind of keep that really pretty soft shimmer glow effect along the lashes. Another palette that I'm obsessed with. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and the color that I'm using to place along the center part of my lid is Candied Violet. It's such a gorgeous violet purple, and I'm going to pat that in, going back using my Large Shader 003 brush along the center of my lid, and then I'm buffing it up towards the crease edge. Now I'm taking the lightest color in the palette. This one's called Champagne Truffle. It's a really pretty kind of champagne pearly pink shade. And I'm going back into the inner corner of my eyes using my Crown brush from the Makeup Show Anniversary brush, I should say. Popping that into the inner corners of the eyes, blending that in, and then also dabbing just a little bit over the center of the lid, I should say, blah, and then going over that violet, that Candied Violet shade. Now to blend everything all in together, I'm using my go-to Armani Fluffer brush. I'll list it down below. This just seamlessly blends everything out so there's no harsh lines. And then next up, my NARS Long Lasting Longwear Pencil in Via Veneto. And this is just a nice rich black. I'm pushing that and lining it against the inner rim of my eyes along the waterline and against the top waterline. This is going to create that really nice sharp looking definition against the lashes. And you just want to make sure that when you're doing this, you go from one end to the next, completely filling in that line. Pressing your eyes together will really help to transfer the formula nicely across each lash edge. Now I'm going in with my smudger brush from Rouge Bunny Rouge, and I'm going into that really light pewter shade from the Everything palette from Honest Beauty, and I'm just blending the two together and just creating a little bit more of a diffused finish underneath the eyes before I go ahead and then curl the lashes. Next up, Truly Lush Mascara from Honest Beauty. I'm using the dual primer on one side just to give my lashes on the top and bottom a light coat of primer. And then after I let the primer dry, I actually probably give it about 20 seconds before I go ahead and move in and apply the mascara end. So I'm using this really awesome, lovely, defining, lengthening mascara to build some volume and definition across the lashes to really tie in and complete the look. And then once again on the bottom, another coat too on top of the primer, but you just want to make sure you have a lighter hand on the bottom so you don't have a heavy coat along the lower lash line. Using my makeup wipe, I'm going to just clean everything up. There's some shadow fall down or drop down that often happens when you create a smoky eye, so I'm just blending that out and sweeping it all up. Okay, so next up, once again, Honest Beauty Dual Concealer. My shade is Balanced Beige. Now I'm tapping in underneath my eye to brighten and lift and even the tone underneath my eyes. Then I'm going in with my Honest Beauty Everything palette, my Everything Cream Foundation, that's what I meant to say, and buffing that along with my Glam Core finishing brush, moving along the chin, underneath and around the nose, the center part of the face, making sure that everything is seamlessly blended out in a buffing and circular motion. I'm going to finish up with around the forehead. And what's really important here is to get really close into the hairline so there's no difference of color between your actual skin color and the foundation product, so everything melts in perfectly. Now this shade is also from Everything Cream Foundation, Honest Beauty. It's actually Almond, and it's about 3 shades deeper than my natural foundation color. I'm using it as a bronzer to just give my complexion a little bit of dimension and a little bit of color along the temples and the forehead hairline edge. Next up, I'm going to take it just underneath my cheeks to create a really subtle contour. And then another favorite palette of mine, this is the Tarte Bling It palette. I'm taking the shade right in the middle. It's called Prim. It's the perfect soft dusty rose, and I'm just going to pop that in along the underside of the cheek and then along the outer edges of the cheek to create a really subtle, pretty, healthy looking flush. Last but not least, I am also taking the Everything palette, and there's a really pretty shade in there called Honey Kiss. It's a lip pencil and lipstick all in one, and I'm dabbing that over the lips. And then to create some additional definition, I am using Ilia's lip crayon in Come Undone to add a little extra definition and shape to the lips to finish the look.
So this is the final look. It's really fun to actually take a brighter color option when it comes to a smoky eye. I used a lot of grays and violets, so this creates almost like a really refreshing, bright version of a classic smoky eye. This is a perfect party look, especially for the upcoming New Year's holiday or any time that you just want to go out and feel and look fabulous. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Take care, guys. Bye.